In response, welcome back, guys. We are... Jake, you gotta do the intro with me.
I know. I'm trying to get this listing done. I have to get it done now.
Just do it later. Just lean up.
No, I mean...
Lean back, lean up. Here we go.
No, but the card is... People keep undercutting me, and so I'm never going to sell it. Saheeli Rye.
Jake is really
Saheeli Rye. I'm trying to sell Saheeli Rye at $7 a card right now. And
at $7?
Yes, man. And everyone just keeps making it lower. I can't even sell the card. I'm gonna end up selling it for what I bought it at, which was $5.
Wait, it's $7. Okay.
Felidar Guardian got banned.
Look, I'll buy every...
In the middle of a Wednesday. On a crowded street.
What?! And we going banned on a Wednesday. Felidar gets banned on a Wednesday. Yeah, we getting banned.
What?
On a Wednesday. Got that Guardian banned on a Wednesday.
Middle of the day.
Right in the middle of the day.
Wow.
It's gone.
I remember where I was.
Kitty gone.
I was in the middle of a work day.
Kitty gone.
I was in the back room.
Kitty gone.
I get a text. I get a call. It said urgent.
Urgent. Call.
And so I called you.
Call immediately.
I was like, okay, all right. I'll just stop pretending I'm working right
Drop
now.
everything you're doing.
I'm not.
Call me immediately.
I'm not working, but I'll go ahead and I'll call Joel anyway. Joel, what is it?
Where were you when Felidar Guardian was banned?
I just told you I was in the back of the warehouse.
That's what I said to you.
That's...
Welcome
Holy
back
crap!
To another episode of
This
Jake
is
and
Joel.
Magic. That's Jake.
We're talking about Felidar. It's gone, man.
She gone.
I can't even sell my Saheeli Rye.
That cat is gone. My least favorite deck in Standard. Okay, I bought
Saheeli Rye at $5 because I thought Saheeli Rye was going to combo well with Heart of Kirin.
I don't even have words.
This was
right
even...
now.
Okay, dude, check this out.
I don't have words.
This was even before
She
Felidar got released.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm refreshing Mythic Spoiler every single day.
Trying to see
what new
be a
cards.
thing. Right.
And I click on Heart of Kirin, and some guy is like,
really good.
This works so well with Saheeli Rye. And I was like, you know what? I think it does. And I go on Card Kingdom.
Maybe Felidar Guardian combos with Heart of Kirin.
Yeah. And dude,
that's a pretty good spec.
And so I go, maybe Heart of Kirin is good. So I buy 4 Saheeli Rye for $5 on Card Kingdom. And
not bad.
And Heart of Kirin isn't the card that shoots it into the stratosphere as much as the stratosphere of these sets that have masterpieces where they get nuked into negative value.
It's a frickin' Planeswalker.
It's a frickin' Planeswalker. I can't sell it for $7 now. It was Felidar a couple days later that got spoiled, that shot this card into the roof.
I hope everybody sold their Saheelis.
I don't think anyone did.
Because
I think everyone
went up
every single
on a Wednesday. And it didn't go up on a Monday.
Going outside.
On a Monday. That band went up on a Wednesday.
Vape Nation.
Saheeli needed to go. This was honestly a combo that was making me lose faith.
It was a calculated attack. They knew what was happening. Insider trading. People saw it coming. No one knew, but they did know.
This was a standard deck that was making me lose faith in standard. Look, I know Mardu vehicles. Everybody's like, Mardu vehicle.
But Joel, it turned into Mardu Ballista.
I don't care what it turned into. Mardu vehicles was a really good deck. Okay?
Yeah.
It was just really good.
No, it is. It
was
is
really
a great
good. Wah!
deck. I mean,
Wah!
Scrap Heap Scrounger is
Sure.
a great card.
Fantastic. Wah.
How, where did the green-black deck go?
Yeah, whatever.
Where did
Doesn't
Delirium
matter.
and where did
Doesn't
green-black
matter.
counters go? Where did they even go?
Saheeli combo.
There's got to be people out there still playing that,
It
right?
needed to die. And most people will be like, oh, well, in the Aether Revolt standard,
Yeah.
it was maybe tied for first with Mardu vehicles, which was definitely number one. And at least green-black counters had a presence.
Yeah, right.
Look.
Why don't you go ahead? I want you to enlighten everyone.
They tested this.
I want you to...
With the new Amonkhet standard,
Right.
they tested this.
Get into it.
The thing went from a 30 or 40% win percentage.
Wow, oppressive.
Crazy, right?
Pretty oppressive.
Almost half. To 60 or 70.
Jesus Christ.
That's over half.
That's way bad.
Hey, why not everybody just buy Saheeli Rai and an uncommon cat?
Dude, this is crazy. The last time we've seen something this like cut and dry is like, I think back to Worldwake, and I think back to that moment when it was like, like Scars of Mirrodin, like Worldwake times, and it was like blue-black control.
Are you talking about...
It was blue-black control.
Jace, the Mind Sculptor, or are you talking about Callblade?
With Callblade. And everyone was playing Callblade. And everyone was playing blue-black control. At that point, blue-white control was still kind of a thing.
Right.
But it had really moved to more like a blue-black control. And I think Wizards is kind of in this point, like, how do you even print Felidar Guardian and know that you, like... a setback. You have Saheeli Rai, which is clearly a permanent. It's a planeswalker. How do you miss that you have this planeswalker and one setback and you print Felidar Guardian where clearly, and we did see it, one guy was saying, yes, it should have been creature and artifact, but in this instance, it's like, man, we have to ban it. Let's take a look back.
But they've been taking their time. They've definitely been taking their time.
Right, because it saw a Pro Tour.
I went to game day.
And you were playing
game
Fog.
day. I went to Aether Revolt game day.
Yeah.
And I was playing Fog deck.
Right.
Which is, look, it's a trolley deck. It's not meant to be like the state of standard is a bunch of non-combat interactions.
I mean, I think it's fun though, man. It's different.
It's different, but the deck I lost to, the only deck I lost to, was the frickin' Saheeli combo.
Yeah, so look out, because Joel's got a little standard Fog shenanigans coming up. No, we're not going to tell anyone.
Don't tell anybody about it.
But anyway, I would look out for the approach of the second sun.
Yeah, but that point doesn't even matter, because the deck that won our game day was Mardu Vehicles.
Right, and yeah, Mardu Vehicles did win, but did you even play Mardu Vehicles that day?
3 out of 5. I played 3 Mardu Vehicle decks, and I played 2 Saheeli combo decks.
But you never lost to Mardu Vehicles?
Regardless of my loss,
did you lose to Mardu Vehicles?
Never lost.
Right.
Regardless of my win-loss ratio, I think that last statement kind of sums it up.
Yes.
I played 3 Mardu Vehicle decks, and I played 2 Saheeli combo decks.
But Joel, Mardu Vehicles is moved to Mardu Ballista.
I don't care what it's moved to.
There's Teamer.
I don't care what it's moved to or what team it's on.
No,
I'm telling you.
It's not a team, it's a set of
That
colors.
deck is a very aggressive deck. Yes.
Yeah.
Scrap Heap Scrounger is very oppressive.
Well, it comes back, man. It's crazy.
This new set has given us options against it.
Let's take a little look back really quick.
Okay.
We're talking about the Felidar ban. This is an uncommon that came out, but the only other times really that I can think of is Skullclamp, which when Skullclamp came out, it was like
oppressive.
it was like very quickly they realized, whoops.
We're talking about uncommons that got banned.
Uncommons that got banned. And then Windfall from Urza's Saga.
Right.
Which was just like each player discards their hand and then draws the greatest amount of cards discarded this way.
On the surface, not super impressive, but...
in the right conditions.
Exactly.
Very impressive.
Ridiculous.
And these are two cards with such a power level. When we're talking about Skull Clamp, this is a card where you attach it to your greatest threat. When that thing dies, you grab 2 cards. Or you have a little token strategy where you have 1/1s that are pretty much just there as a fuel to, draw you more cards. It's like, attach Skull Clamp. Draw cards, which is arguably the best mechanic in Magic the Gathering is the ability to draw more cards to have a greater card advantage than your opponent. It's the reason why people, when they play Two-Headed Giant, if you win the roll, you pick to draw.
Don't tell anybody that secret.
Don't tell anybody, but if you want to go win...
Audience, you want to do it? You want to know a secret right now?
Yeah, if you want to win, go do that.
Two-Headed Giant, definitely pick the draw instead of the play.
Yes.
It's a huge advantage. I'm not guaranteeing you're going to win, but I'm guaranteeing that you're going to have an advantage to the win, and the percentages favor you.
Yes.
They favor you.
They do, because in a grindier game like Two-Headed Giant, having that card advantage, having 2 cards,
2 extra cards,
2 cards on your opponent ends up being a lot more valuable than that clunky, boring little turn 1 where each of you play a land.
Play a land. Pass.
Yeah, sure. We'll take the extra damage. We've got 30 life. It's a buffer. This is a slower format. We need more answers than you. We want to draw our resources first. So, anyway, Skull Clamp, Windfall, also a very incredible ability. Just like we saw it in Leovold. We all know what happened to Leovold.
It's interesting to me, though. Windfall is used in Commander decks.
Well, but Windfall
maybe not
did get
now
banned
anymore.
in Standard.
Right.
When it came out.
No, sure. I'm saying...
I did not play
I'm comparing
during that time.
I want to compare the power level of the cards at Uncommon that have been banned.
Sure, yeah.
Windfall, before Leovold got banned,
yeah,
super crazy powerful in Commander.
Right.
Still purchased.
Right.
People still use it.
Yeah.
Skull Clamp, to this day,
sure,
still super powerful, still used in Commander.
Great EDH card.
Crazy good.
Because you throw it on your biggest thing because you know it's going to die.
And you can still use it in a token Commander strategy.
And not to reiterate, pull it up.
Reiterate.
But not to reiterate, card advantage.
Still.
It's a
card
big
advantage.
thing. Always.
Now, oh my goodness. Felidar Guardian has been banned. What EDH deck do you want to put that in?
Well, I mean, dude, it does blink a permanent, but I see what road you're going down here. I see what road you're going down, and
permanent.
Yes, comparatively to Skull Clamp and a card like Windfall.
Oh, what you're saying is it's terrible.
No, what you're saying is it's terrible. I think that, whatever.
This is the least powerful card I've ever seen banned.
What does this mean for Wizards?
For Wizards, it is a win and it's a lose at the same time. We've got a zero-sum game happening for Wizards. Because, on the one hand, you have...
We're answering the mob. We're going... The mob is like,
you've banned...
No more Saheeli! No more
By
Saheeli!
banning a card that is nothing. Which was my earlier point. Nobody's going to use this in Commander. Nobody's going to use this in Modern. The card is nothing. It was printed as a limited playable at best. And it accidentally had an infinite combo happen.
Right.
That's it. It was an accident.
It's like
it was an accident.
Where people were like...
It was an accident.
They were like, wow, yeah, this will be great and limited, and we don't need this effect that much. Let's make it uncommon. And
sure.
And then it was like, oh, well, you can blink Saheeli and you can make like a bunch of this, we'll just swing a lot for $1 million.
And I played my Jays. so I got my cards that get my combo going. Yeah.
But there might
It's a
have
win
been,
for them.
yeah, and there might have been intellectual people out there that were playing it too. You know, I don't
There
know.
weren't.
Okay.
It's a win for them in that respect, where they fixed a problem that they accidentally created.
Yeah.
And we're not blaming them. There's hundreds of cards for them to
It looks like
play
you're
test.
holding my head on the. Do you see this?
There are hundreds of heads for them to hold and play test and find out that Jake's head is not going to break standard. On the other hand, it is a loss in the fact that they admitted that there was a problem in their premier format, which is standard.
Right.
That is a problem.
In the situation where you have,
But I think it's 50-50.
yeah, in this situation where you have, you know, standard, which is your format, you really have to admit to the mistake,
Right.
and you have to
You
be
have
like,
to.
well, guys, you know, we're really sorry. We do admit it should have been a creature or an artifact, but accidentally we wrote permanent. We weren't thinking about everything.
This is the bottom line. They've banned the cat.
Cat is gone.
Amon Cat spoilers have very radically said, hey, we got some answers to Aether, Revolt, and Kaladesh. Hi. Hello.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey. So I think it's a good thing.
Oh, it's easily a good thing. It's a great thing.
I think we've got standard entering into a nice little golden age. Can I say golden
I don't know.
age?
I think we just
Not
need,
golden age. Can I
we need
say
to
golden
see
age?
people
Nothing's
just go
perfect.
into we need people to, you know, think outside of the box. Be like, yeah, Mardu Vehicles works. It gets the job done.
I'm hoping for 5 different decks. 5 different decks at Standard Pro Tour.
5 different decks. Oh my god, don't get crazy.
5 different decks in the top 10. That's all I'm hoping for.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, Shram Senior Edificer, please show up.
Really
Seriously.
hoping.
Jesus.
Really hoping.
Look out for a post about that soon. God.
All I'm hoping is 5 different decks at Amon Cat Pro Tour. Standard.
We'll see.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great.
5 would be good.
That would be a healthy standard format.
That would be something better. Yeah.
You know what would be great? 5 of what we expected. 4
Calling birds.
4 like calling birds.
3 French
3
hens.
French hens.
2
2 turtle doves. And
Dove.
maybe, just
What?
if we're lucky,
If we're very lucky. Very lucky.
a
Partridge in a pear tree.
Thanks
Thank you
so
for
much.
spending your time with us. You thought you wouldn't hear it, but here it is. It's a song for you about your time. I appreciate you spending
the
it
second
with
verse?
us today. If you have something else to do, it's a pirate's tune for you. We're now on the boat.
Oh, there's a third
Sorry,
verse.
wait.
We're doing it.
Now we're going for a third verse. Everyone's
Stop,
drinking
stop,
pirate. Okay.
There was going to be an outro, but instead there was a pirate song.